Hi, I'm Sophie from Sophie's Backyard Wildlife, and today we're going to make homemade suet for the birds. A lot of you have asked, what do you give your birds? What's best to give them? What do they like? I used to buy suet from the store, but I don't know what's in it. I don't know what they've been putting in it, and I'm very particular about that. So I've heard people making their suet, so I decided to make my own. So here we go. I don't usually measure, so I have tried to measure for you today, but forgive me if we have to make little changes along the way. What we need is lard. Some of my friends sometimes have real pork fat that I can melt, but most of the time this is the easiest way to go. There's no specific brand, just lard that you will find at the store. I put whole wheat flour and I use organic flour. This is a personal choice. You don't have to go for it, but I feel better about it. We need bird seeds, a mix, just what you find in the store, as usual, bird seeds. We need peanut butter. Then again, I will try to choose a peanut butter that doesn't have too many additives. Usually just peanuts, salt, and oil is fine. Don't go for the ones that have added hydrogenated and sugars and all of that if possible. Some cornmeal, some yellow cornmeal. Some old-fashioned oats. This is just one brand, but there are plenty out there. And I don't put a lot of oats because it doesn't really have a nutritional value for the birds, but it helps soak up the fats if it's a little too runny, because we don't want to have the right consistency. Today I will be adding some banana flour. That's not something you find in stores usually, but I have some in hand, and any fruit they like. I will be adding some chopped hazelnuts. Those are old nuts that I'm not using anymore. You want to try to find the kind that has no salt, as natural as possible. You can add some raisins, you can add whatever you want in it. It's just a matter of taste. So here we go. This is the lard. I have half a cup of lard. Sorry. And then I will be putting the same amount of peanut butter. If the lard and the peanut butter are too hard, you can put them in the microwave and try to make it softer. It is a hot day today, and I don't really need to do that. I can just go ahead and mix. From there, you will add the flour. So I am going to start with 3/4 of a cup of whole wheat flour. These are quarters of a cup. 2, 3. Mix it some more. Then we will add the cornmeal. I'm not putting too much of that, but maybe about 1/4 of a cup of the cornmeal. That should be fine. There we go. Mix some more. It's all about mixing. So if you want a good workout, make bird suet. So I'm going to add my nuts. I chopped the nuts so that I have pieces. I don't like to put it in the blender because then you have dust. And that will be about, I want to say there is about 1/4 of a cup of the nuts here. So we'll add that. I have a little bit of raisins left in a bag, not that many, just natural raisins. They will like that too, so whatever you want to add, you can add to this. The oats, I will add, I don't actually know if I'm going to add them yet. Let's just check the consistency first. You want to get to, okay, let me show you here. So we have something that's still very soft. For me, it's a little bit too soft. So I am going to add some of my banana flour. You don't have to add the banana flour because that's not easy to find, but you can just add more regular flour. So we'll add about 1/4 of a cup of that and mix some more and see where we're at. I like to mix everything together before I add the bird seeds, and that's smoky, just dust. It's still a little soft because the thing is now we're going into summer and we don't want it to be runny, especially if you're going to put some in your hands to hand feed the birds. So I am going to add a little bit more flour, about 1/8 of a cup at the time. No, this is a banana flour, the regular flour. And now would be the time to add a little bit of oats if you want to add the oats. About 1/8 of a cup for now. This is getting better. It's getting tougher, which is what we want. Now in the winter, you may want to make it a little softer because of the cold temperatures outside. You still want the birds to be able to peck at it. Add the bird seeds. In here I have 1/2 cup of the bird seeds. Mix some more. And we should be about ready. Ready for this one. So you want it rather not too soft. And then you take you can use whatever you want. I use an old bowl. I don't know what there was on there, but I reuse it. I wash it. It's just so that it's easy to get to it, and it's flat, so when it hardens it's not too thick for me to scoop. And there you go, you have it. You just like kind of smooth it. And it will harden a little more, and then you can just scoop it up, take a spoon, you know, with a knife, whatever you want to give it to the birds. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Have fun.